So right now we are at the site of Max Estates and Max Antara, where their existing development, that's Max 360. As you can see on the back of my site, there's the entry for their sales gallery that has been made. So Max 360, that is around 12 acres of development which is coming up here. And there's another new launch that is coming up at this particular location from Max Estate, that is going to be Max 361. Now Max 360, that was launched somewhere around a year back, and that particular development is totally sold off. They had around 650 apartments in that, and 4 towers were of Max Estate and 2 towers were of Max Antara. Totally sold off, a beautiful property. Now they are coming up with a new development that is going to be 18 acres. Now this site, that is overall around 30 acres, wherein 12 acres have been given to Max 360 and 18 acres have been given to Max 361. Again in Max 361, there are going to be only 6 towers, out of which they are launching around 4 towers right now, 2 towers of Antara and 2 towers of Max Estate. So today we are go inside, capture everything that they have so that we are able to make you understand what kind of development they are coming up. So this particular location is Sector 36A. I'm standing on the service lane or the entrance of this particular property. So this is bang on Dwarka Expressway. The access of this property is going to be directly from Dwarka Expressway. As you can see, the developer has already started managing the external greenery. जो green strip है, that is of around 18 meters. Already developer ने maintain करनी start कर दी है. On this side and on the other side of their development, you can see it, how beautifully they are maintaining it. Now we are going to go inside and we'll show you around what Max Estate has to offer in 360, Antara and their new launch that's coming up. Now we are entering their site and this will take us to their sales gallery. So this is beautifully done landscape that they are maintaining. This is the road to their sales gallery. This all have been done by Max Estate themselves. On the right side, you can see the cranes. So already the construction is in full progress. Now as you can see, the greenery that has been maintained here, the landscaping that has been done, the curves that have been created here. It's beautifully done. The international landscaping company have been involved into it. And here they are creating the sample. On the left hand side, they are creating the sample how the forest is going to look like. In fact, this road from where we have entered right now, this is going to be the access to the new launch that's coming up by Max Estate. That is going to be Max 361. Now we are entering their sales gallery. In front, you can see the sales gallery. On the right hand side, you can see the construction happening of Max 360. And the 361 that is going to come up, that is going to be behind this sales gallery. Though I am not able to give you the right location of that, but that 18 acres is going to be just starting from this particular location. It accounts to around 30 acres of total land parcel. And in front, you can see these green areas. Here the forest is going to be done by Max Estate, and there is going to be a government green reserves. और उसके बाद यहाँ पे global city आ रही है 1000 acre की. So that's the kind of vicinity that this development is going to have. Now we are at the sales experience center of Max Estates and Max Antara. So these kind of artifacts you are going to see throughout the community that they are going to create here. 30 acres of huge land parcel just next to Dwarka Expressway, where this development is coming up. And such kind of landscaping, such kind of artifacts within it, that is just integrating art with the landscaping and bringing a property into life. Now we are entering the sales gallery. Come with me. I will just show you around how the things are inside. We will show you the model and we will give you a gist about this particular product, how it's coming up. So right now we are at the reception of Max development that's coming on Dwarka Expressway, Sector 36. A, and we are going to show you around the model, the new development that's coming up here, and the concepts that Max is imbibing into their project. So before getting into the project, we will just wanted to show you the legacy of Max Group, where they started and what kind of businesses they have entered. So come. So this is when the Max Group was initiated. It was founded in 1982 with the goal of expanding into multiple businesses and multiple industries. So in fact, in 1990, the group launched their Max Specialty Films that was focusing on flexible packaging films. And in 1992, Max Hutchison Telecom pioneered the telephonic sector. So it was the first joint venture between Indian and outside company for operating their telecom business in India. It was between Max and Hutch. So as we take you through the journey of Max Group, in 2000, Max Group reinvented itself from B2B to B2C company with a focus on people-centric and knowledge-based business. So they initiated with Max New York Life Insurance, wherein they tied up with New York Life Insurance US. It became one of the marquee company in the insurance sector. In fact, it started dominating the insurance industry in a private insurance business. And in 2001, they entered into Max Healthcare. And Max India Foundation was established as the group CSR division in 2008, focusing on healthcare, health awareness, and environmental protection. And in 2010, they initiated with Max Bupa Health Insurance. So in fact, I can say during the duration of 2000 to 2010, they dominated the insurance business. In fact, the mindset of the promoter, Mr. Analjeet Singh, he always seen a future. He brought in the telecom tie-up into India. Then he understood that insurance was very much required and very less people are into insurance business. So they brought an insurance company that was one of the finest insurance company of US to India and tied up with them. Now in 2011, Mr. Analjeet Singh, who was the Max Group's chairman and the founder, was awarded with Padma Bhushan in recognition of his exemplary contribution to the business. So here comes the main play from the Max Group. They entered into senior living concept. So Antara Senior Living was established in 2013 with the launch of their first residential community in Dehradun. So their first Antara residential community was launched at 1 crore, and right now it trades somewhere around 5 crores. That's the kind of multifold return that Max Antara has given to their investors. So this was 2013. Now coming in 2016, so Max Estate was established that was more focused into real estate as the company was getting more bullish into real estate market, and they started acquiring land in Noida and Gurgaon. So they did multiple projects in Noida first with a few of the commercial developments. Around 5 commercial developments have been launched till date, and the delivery of those have been given. In fact, these commercial developments are leased out to Fortune 500 companies, and they hold the higher rental yield in comparison to other commercial buildings out in the market. Max never sells their commercial asset, and it has been leased out to these companies, and these leases are 20 to 25% higher in terms of rental in comparison to other developers in the market. Now coming on to 2017 to 2019, 2017, a big thing happened. Herein, the New York Life invested and currently owns around 23% stake in Max Ventures and Industry Limited. So you can say that, in fact, New York Life has also invested into Max Estate. That's the kind of alliances that they hold with their old partners. And in 2018, Max Estate completed their first residential project, that was 222 Rajpur, Dehradun. It's a 22 boutique luxury villa community, and that is one of the finest luxury villa community. Now coming on to 2020 to 2022. In 2020, Max Estate completed their Max House Okhla Phase 1 building in New Delhi. Max House is now occupied by marquee domestic and multinational companies, wherein I told you that they hold the higher rental in comparison to the competition out in the market. In the same year, Antara launched their second senior living in Noida. It was Sector 150, and again a multifold returns the investors have got in this particular property. It was launched around 9 to 10,000 rupees per square feet. Right now operate around 18,000 rupees per square feet. And possession of this particular property is going to happen in this year. The OC is awaited, and once the OC is going to be there, the possession of Max, Antara, Noida will initiate. Now from Noida they started moving towards Gurgaon. They acquired the land in Gurgaon. They acquired, in fact, this land parcel where we're standing right now, sector 36, around 30 acres of land from Krisumi, that is Krishna Sumitomo. And at the same time, they also did some acquisition in the Noida market, where they acquired a few of the commercial land parcel and residential land parcel. In fact, they launched their one of the project in sector 128 in Noida. And now we come 23 to 24. Max Estate launched their Estate 128 Noida, and 100% sold out at the launch. Holds very good premium again in the market. 18,000 was the launch rate. Right now operates at 26,000 rupees per square feet in a resale market. And in 2024, that was last year, 1 year prior to this, they launched their Estate 360, where we are standing right now. And again, the majority of the inventory was sold at the launch period itself. This particular property was launched at a price of around 20,000 rupees per square feet minus something. So it had a mix of normal residences plus 2 towers of Antara. So we will show you the model of this one. So this one has been launched. It was in 12 acres, 6 towers, 4 towers of normal residences, 2 towers of Max Antara, and it had a clubhouse of around 1 lakh kf. Now coming on to 2025. In 2025, already a land acquisition has been done on the Golf Course Extension Road by Max Group. That is around 7.5 acres of land acquisition of residential license, and that is going to be in sector 59 Golf Course Extension Road, just next to Mahindra Luminaire and Constant Hines. A beautiful location. This is going to be highly priced because the land acquisition has happened at a high price, and the location demands a premium price. In fact, that particular area will have multiple launches coming on, like Oberoi Reality, DLF का एक launch आएगा, Max Estate का launch आएगा और Sobha का launch आएगा. So that market is going to get more organized with these all corporate developers coming into play in that particular micro market. In sector 65, they are constructing a commercial building. That is, again, the elevation is going to be beautiful and it's going to become the talk of the town. Now this was about the legacy and till date the journey of Max Group and the Max Estate. Now we will get into the product, how the Max 360 have been envisioned and how they are going to take it forward. So now we are diving into the project. We will make you understand how Max 360 is and how it differentiates from the other projects in the market. So here is the model of Max 360. As you can see, there are 6 towers. Now these 6 towers, how it makes it unique to the other projects out in the market. Every tower is a standalone tower. So none of the towers are touching each other. There is a huge space between 2 towers, a great ventilation, a sunlight that's going to come up in every apartment. Now this development is going to be ground plus 38. Now till 36th floor, it's going to be the normal residences, and the top 2 floors are going to be the penthouses, which they called as Sky Villas. So Residence 1, Residence 2, Residence 3 and Residence 4, those are the under Max Estate. They are going to be 3 and 4 BHKs. 3 BHKs are going to be around 2600 square feet and 2800 square feet, 2 sizes, and 4 BHKs are going to be somewhere around 3500 square feet. Now coming on to these 2 residences, those are Residence 5 and Residence 6. The mix is it's going to have 2 BHK and 3 BHK. 2 BHKs are going to be of size of around 2100 square feet. 3 BHKs are going to be size of 2400 and 3200 square feet. So that's how it is planned. If you see the layouts are very efficient. And one thing you will see, these are wraparound balconies. So every apartment is a corner apartment because it's a standalone building and there are wraparound balconies to it. Now when we see the architecture of it, now the architecture have been inspired by Indian heritage, and as you must have seen Indian Habitat Center, so the look of the external facade is going to be like that. So here you can see the Dwarka Expressway, and the entrance of this particular project is from Dwarka Expressway itself. So that's the beauty of this development. It is just next to Dwarka Expressway. It is in sector 36A. On the right hand side, you will have Krisumi development on the back side, and on the left side, this is the reserved greens from the government. So there is going to be no construction here in this particular zone. And after that, there is going to be a global city of around 1000 acres that's coming up. So here you can see there is the clubhouse, that is going to be for these 4 residences: Residence 1, Residence 2, Residence 3 and Residence 4. So the clubhouse is going to be between Tower 3 and Tower 4, and there is going to be a proper swimming pool with a toddler's pool around it. And here you can see the sports amenities place, and here on the back side another clubhouse for the senior living that is going to be for Max Antara. So in total it's going to be 1 lakh square feet of amenity spaces within this community, around 700 trees that is going to be in this particular estate, and around 60 plus amenities that we are talking about. Now when we talk about the key differentiator out in the market, normally people talk about square feet, the sizes of the apartment, per square feet price and the payment plan. Here there is some unique proposition that have been imbibed, that is the healthcare facility that Max Estate is bringing into this particular project. So there are going to be ample healthcare facilities, and there is going to be a proper unit that is going to be placed inside this community that is going to help the residents of this community to have an easy access to healthcare facilities. So none of the project out in the market go out at any category, whether we are talking about the apartments of around 100 crores, 200 crores, 50 crores, 5 crores, 10 crores, any league of real estate till date in Gurgaon has never given a healthcare unit within the community. Now when we talk about the new launch that's happening, because this 360 Max 360 is totally sold off, the new development that is going to be around 18 acres of development that is coming at this site. So that is going to be what I can say a perpendicular land parcel to this land parcel. So it is going to be horizontally placed. This is like vertically placed, that is going to be horizontally placed, and the land is stretching up to Dwarka Expressway. So now the key USP of the new development that's coming up, so there is going to be entrance directly from the Dwarka Expressway for that particular project, and around 150 to 200 meters there is going to be a driveway when you enter from there. In fact, there is going to be a proper forest that the developer is creating. As you can see, the lake that has been done in Max 360, now that lake is extending towards Max 361, and that is going to be around 150 meter of lake that the developer is making here. So now here is going to be the entrance to the development, then you get into the underpass and you directly reaches towards that particular development. A new kind of concept, no vehicular movement on the ground floor, whether we talk about Max 360 or the new launch that is coming up on the backside. So that is around 18 acres of overall development, around 6 towers, out of which 4 towers are getting launched right now. 2 towers are going to be of Max Estate and 2 towers are going to be of Antara. The sizes, the 3 BHKs of estate are going to start from around 3200 square feet, and the 4 BHKs are going to be of around 4000 square feet. Again, a key differentiator that this particular product is going to have is the forest that the developer is creating within the community. Now again, there is no other product out in the market that has a forest within the community. It's going to be around 3.5 acres of forest amenities, and the clubhouse is going to be of 2 lakh square feet. There's going to be again a healthcare unit within it, and there's going to be a wellness clinic that is going to be there, which is going to have Ayurveda, acupuncture, cold plunges, infrared saunas and pranic healing. So that is going to be a separate center, that is going to be longevity and wellness center within the community. Now these are the new concept that Gurgaon market has never heard about. The healthcare center and the longevity center, that is going to become the key USP of this particular product. When we come on the healthcare center, there's going to be treatment rooms, therapy pool, physiotherapy room, life care suites, health room, ambulance and emergency services. And there's going to be more. Your doctors are going to be throughout the day, 24/7. You are going to have the access to healthcare services within the community. So now the new launch that is going to happen, that is 361, though the towers are going to be taller, that's going to be ground plus 45. And in fact, the central green is going to be huge. The forest is around 3.5 acres. The central green is going to be around 1.5 acres. There's a proper separate banquet. All the clubhouse is going to be of 2 lakh square feet. Sizes, as I told you, they are going to be 3200 and 4000. The Antara is going to have again 2 sizes, that is going to be around 2600 and 3400. So as I stated, these both the properties, Max 360 and 361, is going to have a separate entrance. तो इसको अगर हम नक्शे पे बनाएं तो 360 के ये 6 टावर्स हैं. These are vertically placed to each other as we enter from Dwarka Expressway. अब 361 की जो एंट्री होती है वो 360 के बगल से ही होती है. आप एंटर करते हैं एंड देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ डिसेंट ड्राइववे व्हिच इज गोइंग टू गो थ्रू अ डिसेंट फॉरेस्ट एंड देन यू एंटर द बेसमेंट और द लोअर ग्राउंड फ्लोर and you move towards the towers. Now 361 is going to have around 6 towers in 18 acres. That's very limited units in 18 acres. The density is going to be less. Company is launching 4 towers right now, 2 towers of Antara and 2 towers of 361. Those are the normal residences. There's going to be a clubhouse of around 2 lakh square feet which is going to be at the center of the 4 towers that is going to be launched. These are the standalone towers. And there's going to be ventilation and sunlight in each of the unit that we are talking about. Also in 361, a unique proposition, what they are differentiating from 360, obviously 360 and 361 are very unique products. None of the projects out in the Gurgaon market can be compared to this particular product. लेकिन 360 से 361 के अंदर भी कुछ changes हैं. एक तो 3.5 एकड़ का forest have been included into it. 2 lakh square feet का club house include कर दिया गया है. जो lake है वो 150 meters की बना दी गई है 360 और 361 की combine करके. At the same time, there is going to be a healthcare unit within it. तो आपका longevity clinic भी इसी के अंदर आ रहा है. Now the sizes of these are going to be 3200 for a 3 BHK, 4000 for a 4 BHK apartment. And for Antara, the sizes are going to be 2300 square feet for a 2 BHK, 3 BHKs are going to be 2700 square feet and 3400 square feet. Now coming on to the pricing of these apartments would be somewhere around 22 to 23,000 rupees per square feet. Now coming on to the payment plan, the payment plan is very easy. You only have to pay 20% in 6 months. Then the next 15% payment will come after 2 years. तो पहला 20% आएगा 6 महीने में, फिर 15% आएगा 2 साल बाद, फिर उसके अगला 15% आएगा 1.5 साल बाद, फिर उसके बाद जो पेमेंट्स होंगी एवरी एक साल के ड्यूरेशन में होगी. So it is a spread out payment plan. So you only have to pay 20% right now, and for next 2 years you don't have to pay anything, and even the rest of the payments are linked to the milestones, and there is going to be ample duration between every milestone payments that you have to pay. So this is the gist about Max Estate 360, Max Estate 361 that's upcoming, and a small brief about Max Antara. Now, if you have any of the queries for Max properties, you can connect with us. We would be able to assist you in the best way, and our team is ready with all the answers to your queries. So do connect with us and do subscribe our channel on Instagram and YouTube.